Avermedia has definitely been cranking out some heat over the past year in terms of stuff that's for gamers and streamers. We've checked out some of their webcams here on the channel, which I felt like were probably the best that you could pick up for their price points, software aside. In today's episode, we have their AM330 microphone and this new boom arm that pretty much tilts and swivels to complement any setup out there. I want to kick off with one of the craziest boom arms I've ever seen. This live streamer arm has two-way rotating joints for what feels like an infinite number of orientations. Most commonly, the one I will use it for is its low profile setup. It has a max load of almost 4 pounds and is compatible with everything. Cameras, lights, microphones, tables, you name it. Up until this point, I've been using the Wave Mic Arm LP from Elgato, and it's been my favorite thanks to its design and minimalist form factor. However, it doesn't have as much give as you get with the two-way rotating joints you get with this guy, and its axis rotates 7 different ways to fit any setup out there, perfect for streamers and podcasters. Its endpoint has both 1/4 inch and 5/8 adapters to fit any accessory out in today's market, with 2 built-in cable channels that have covers to hide those nasty wires. Now, one thing I will say is that this boom arm is rather large, so if you don't have the space for it, it might cause some issues for you guys. For me, I have the space for it up in the game room, and still, even then, it does feel like it's taking up way too much space on my desk. I actually prefer the Wave Mic Arm LP from Elgato up there just a little bit more. Down here in the studio, it's open season. It fits absolutely perfect with any setup down here. I have a 100-inch setup to my left here with this desk. It's absolutely massive. I could even wrap this thing around my desktop PC, and I'll still have enough length to get to me to use it for recordings, for streaming, and stuff like that. And it fits perfectly. It's all going to depend on how much space you have and what you guys are actually trying to do. It does rotate and tilt pretty much any which way, so don't see you guys having any issues having this fit in pretty much any setup out there. Next up, we have the AM330 microphone that reminds me of something you'd probably find in Hitler's bunker. This thing is literally built like a tank. The build doesn't even come close to anything I've ever held before in terms of microphones. Coming in at 550 grams, you're gonna need that boom arm to support this thing. The quality is definitely top notch, and it only comes in at $100 on Amazon. A lot of mics we've checked out in the past seem a bit bland and don't have anything close to its build quality, but that isn't always everything. If you like simplicity, you'll definitely see that in its design. You have one slider that powers the microphone on and off. That's pretty much it. The grill at the top has a built-in pop shield, but if you're serious about any hissing or pops, Avermedia also provides a new improved pop shield for $30, letting you raise that gain even higher without too many worries. It has an inner ring with clamp that has a shaft holding up the second layer of metal mesh. It also lets you adjust the shaft based on what works best for your setup. Now, there are a few things that might actually hold you back from picking up this microphone. First of all, like I mentioned, it's quite heavy. Second of all, it doesn't come with a stand, so you will need a boom arm like this one from Avermedia that comes in at $130 to actually support this thing. Third of all, it's an XLR input. It doesn't have a USB connection, so you will need an audio interface like a Scarlett Solo to power this thing, which is what I used in my testing. Which, by the way, let's take this up into the game room and see how the microphone quality stacks up against some of my other favorite mics that are currently out in the market. Alrighty guys, you know the drill. We're in a soundproof game room. Currently, I'm talking to you on the Shure MV7. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Avermedia AM330 to see what it sounds like in comparison. This is what it sounds like on the Avermedia AM330. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, and only if you end up enjoying this video, please make sure you smash that like button for me. Now let's go ahead and stack this microphone up against the Shure MV7 and the Elgato Wave 3. Let me know down below in the comment section which one you guys think sounds the best. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Avermedia AM330. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Shure MV7. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Elgato Wave 3. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Avermedia AM330. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Shure MV7. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Elgato Wave 3. Now you only get one polar pattern here, and it's cardioid, which is great for detail. It's great at tuning out background noise, but unlike the Elgato Wave 3, it doesn't have a way of separating different audio tracks and mixing the audio with other things you got going on. So you don't have an insane amount of control here when streaming. Another test I like doing for you guys is to see how much keyboard clicking these microphones pick up when they're about 1.5 feet away from your keyboard. So here we are. It's not picking up anything. It picks up obviously a little bit when I start talking because that's when my noise gate opens up. So whether you plan on using this microphone for streaming, gaming, talking to your friends in Discord, party chat, game chat, whatever it is, that's what the microphone quality sounds like, and that's how much keyboard clicking it actually picks up. Both the mic and the boom arm are fantastic options if you're in the market for them. They are priced fairly and work great at what they're designed for. The boom arm is a solid option if you have the space for it, which I'm sure you can make it work thanks to the multiple different ways this thing can bend and rotate. The microphone, on the other hand, does require an XLR interface, so if you don't have something like that, you're probably better off picking up the Elgato Wave 3 because you can also, for free, control separate audio levels. Whereas with this microphone, you can only control the audio level on the mic, and that's pretty much it. With the Elgato Wave 3 and the software, you can control pretty much anything, and it doesn't cost you any money. So if you have a interface and you already have a boom arm, it's probably not that bad of an idea, and actually at $100, this microphone is absolutely fantastic. But if you're just starting out, no boom arm, no mic, no audio interface, it makes much more sense to spend a little bit more money and pick up the Elgato Wave 3 and have all those other options for yourself. But I'm curious to know what you guys think, so let me know down below, where you'll also find the links to everything that we covered in today's video. If you want to see more, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DetroitFury. And if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you smash that like button for me, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, it really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching, I'll catch you guys on my next episode. Peace.